Initialized expedition.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems activated. Shield kinetic system online.
We're on Nutsum. Giggity.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational.
Ah, a little white pistol.
User initialization sequence complete.
Ah, this dude again. A quickie dink. Alrighty, well I noticed that. That looks very close, doesn't it? Okay, community mission, milestones, blah blah blah. What's going on, everyone? This is Vangelis 2019, back in No Man's Sky. And this time it is Expedition 20, which is Breach. Is it Breach or The Breach? I can't remember. Anyway, let's do the usual and do that, because that is a pain in the ass. And in fact, let's do that. Yeah, that'll probably do. Oh, multiplayer disabled. That's probably a good idea. Quartzite. Okay, I ain't got a clue what's going on yet, but something tells me I'm going to need quartzite if it's here now. Okay, I seem to be surviving the atmosphere, okay? Ah, I reached your starship. Alright, well there are monstrosities here, so let's not mess around with the eggs. Alrighty, I have made it to Shippo. Let us hide inside Shippo. Okay, launch thruster. So I need pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly, which I happen to have on me. In fact, I probably should have had a little look-see to see what I did actually have on me. Let's repair that. Okay, pure ferrite I'm going to have to make, although I do have a repair kit. Okay, need a hermetic seal. The metal plating. Alright, can I make any of these now? Okay, I need more condensed carbon, because I use that to refuel my mining beam like an idiot. I can make a metal plating though. Alright, so I need pure ferrite and more condensed carbon. In the meantime, let's do what we normally do and run through the milestones, see what we're looking at. Okay, that I've already got just by rocking up to my ship. Wings in the dark. That's just take off. Warp to a new system, reach the first rendezvous. Acquire a debris rangefinder. Now what's involved in that? Construct a debris rangefinder to search deep space for salvage debris, or salvageable debris. Alright, I'm sure we will find out how to do that in due course. Actually, I should pay attention to the reward, shouldn't I? Pre-packaged personal refiner. Cool beans. Oh, and starship fuel. Right, so that's in my starship. Alright, I've got several bits and bobs, but we'll find out what they're for soon enough. Let's do that, let's do that, let's do that, and let's do that, for starters. Personal refiner, that is going to be invaluable. Of course, there is no fuel in it. Let's put... why can't I do that? My goodness, I couldn't drag and drop it in?
Technology recharge.
Alright, maybe I can make the condensed carbon right now. Nope, wrong one. Oh, I need to make a hermetic seal, that's what it was. I didn't have enough condensed carbon to make one of these. Now I can repair it.
Repaired. Technology repaired.
Nice. Right, but I should also be able to find some of this as well. In fact, do I need to do it all? Let's do that. Let's keep some ferrite dust on me. Let's start processing that while we're waiting. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Alright, shippo repaired. Now then, okay, so like I was saying, let's pay attention to rewards. So, base computer plans, hyperdrive plans. So I need to do that before I can warp to a new system. When I do that, I get an Atlanta drive. Okay, debris rangefinder plans. Okay, so it tells me how to make the debris finder once I reach the first rendezvous. Which leads into that, which gives me Corvette stuff. This gives me a refiner unit, frost protection upgrade. What is that actually? Dawn to the Stars. Assemble a Corvette. Okay, so I need to build a Corvette at Rendezvous 1. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. Advanced mining laser. Pre-packaged aquajets. Alright. Phase 1 seems straightforward enough. Second rendezvous. Ah, now we start to get more redacted milestones. That's interesting. Destroy asteroids. Okay, again, we can probably do that as soon as we take off. Nautilon plans. Supreme submarine drive upgrade. Deploy a submarine. Reach depths. Actually, let's check out the marine shelter. Submarine fuel. Okay, I need to go down deep. That gives me scanning, movement, inventory slots. Collect sea glass. I'll do that while I'm down there. Supreme mining beam upgrade. Multi-tool inventory slots. Recorded underwater creature over 10 kilograms. Wonder projector and creature pallets. Okay, third rendezvous. Personal force field. Boltcaster. Another redacted one. Kill biological horrors. Ooh, I could do some of that here. Supreme life support upgrade. Inventory slot. Tempted to do that here. Friends in odd places. Adopt an anomalous floating companion. Ooh, that might be very specific. Signal scanner, defensive, scatter blaster, shell greaser. Completely explored Delta freighter. That gives me the hazmat. Ooh. Supreme hyperdrive upgrade. Yeah, the hazmat gauntlets are really handy. And that's phase 3. Let's see if I can't do that early. Purge the Hungering Tendrils. Okay, I need good weapons and good defensive systems for that. These are pretty nasty things. What did that give me? More inventory, more scatter blaster, crusher bile grab. These two will go hand in hand, I think. Detoxified slime, choking monstrosity cake, ew. Ring attack, haunted pie. Okay, phase 4, fourth rendezvous. That gives me lots of stuff and things. Another redacted one. Storm crystals, okay, mental note. Collect storm crystals as and when you can. What does that give me? Defensive, oxygen, optical drill. Oh my goodness, that's very late to get the optical drill. Harvest 8 crystal sulfide. I'll see if I can't do that while I'm underwater, back in phase, whatever it was, 3. Extract radiant shards. That gives me launch fuel, pulse engine upgrade. Visit all the moons of a gas giant. Rocket boots, okay, don't care about rocket boots, but obviously I need to lift the milestone. Dive into a black hole. Memory fragment, defense kit, and terrifying sample. Okay, rendezvous 5, silver, gold, platinum. Another redacted one. Discover creatures on the final world, okay. Oh, it's very specific planet. Just a reminder. Block decal, curious fauna decals. Forgotten quarry. Gathered polished stone. Okay, I need to remember. Gather polished stone whenever I see some of those stone worlds. Reassemble a complete skeleton. Then you get the fishing rig. My goodness. Okay, well, you don't have to fish until after that, but you need to get that first. Catch a variety of fish. More pulse splitter. Pre-packaged amplified cartridges unit. I don't know what that is. Another redacted one. Alrighty. Well, there's a lot to do. Some I can do now, some I can do later. But for now, let me take this out of my goodness.
Technology recharge.
Put some fuel back in there. I don't have very much of it. I need more carbon. Definitely. Alright, well for now, let's create a save. So, did that one, launch fuel, personal refiner, wings in the dark, leave the planet. Alright, well what I might do is, yeah, gather some more resources. Some oxygen over there I can spot right now. Especially so I can recharge my mining beam. Because I think in a minute, I'm looking at these eggs, I might pick a fight. Join me again after I collect some resources. Alright, I'm back. I've done a little bit of scavenging. I've done a little bit of harvesting. As you can see, practically everything is made of carbon here. Alright, now I think it's time to change weapon. And see if I can kill some biological horrors. Now, it's probably a good idea to do it where I can run inside if things get a little bit hairy. Alright, let's have a crack. Swarm subsiding. Alright, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, where is the destroy biological? Okay, I've got 12 and 16. Do you know what? That is nothing to be sneezed at. It does not need to be ticked off right now. Let's create a wee save. and actually get on with the next bit. Wrong button. Okay, so we want phase 1. Okay, leave the planet. That's the next thing to do. Ikimashō. Let's go into third person the way I like it. Oh. Man, you ugly. Corvette. Nice. Wings in the dark left the planet. Alright, what do we get for Wings in the Dark? Base computer, hyperdrive plans. Nice. Okay, so I can build a hyperdrive, which is a good thing because I need to warp to a new system. And by warping to a new system, I get the Atlantic drive, which is a very, very handy thing. And then, obviously being mobile, I can reach the first rendezvous. Now, there are other things I can do, one of which being destroy a whole bunch of asteroids. Now, is there a space station? Save it. Jumping out to the space station is a very good thing to do. It means you can always go back to a system if you need to. Alright. Abandoned space station. Cue the rock music. Hop out to create a save. Now, every now and again, this game surprises me with things that I've never seen before. One of which being, there seems to be, is that a regular Starship terminal, or is that a Corvette terminal? Okay, Starship outfitting terminal. So I've never seen that as an abandoned space station before. I have also never seen a exosuit upgrade terminal or a multi-tool upgrade terminal. I've never seen that at an abandoned space station before. Now, I've also just realized, oops, blah, 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 blah. I've also just realized that normally a GTT would be in here. Now, have we lost the GTT in favor of these new terminals? Let me just double check this side. Nope, I take it back. The GTT is this side. Okay, so we've still got a GTT, but we've also got a bunch of new terminals as well. So, yes, abandoned space stations aren't as abandoned as previously abandoned. They are less abandoned than they were previously abandoned. Alrighty. Okay. Back to the mission. Okay, warp to a new system. we get a pre-packaged adapter drive, but of course I can't do that without actually installing the pre-packaged hyperdrive.
Installed.
Ooh, now I need chromatic metal and a whole bunch more microprocessors. Now, just to make sure that because of course what I normally end up doing is buying a whole bunch of stuff that I get for free if I do other things. Now, what do I get if I destroy a whole bunch of asteroids? Okay, Nautilon stuff. Alright, well that's not going to help me. Alright, well let's go back to the GTT and let's find out if I can buy the microprocessors. Whoops. Okay, so I've got one. Ooh, I cannot buy 4.
Product received.
Okay, and the chromatic metal I'll need to process. I've only got 4 out of 5 of those, so I need more money. Alright, well, I need to destroy a whole bunch of asteroids anyway, so why don't I do that and see if the proceeds from that can get me more money. Okay, star spawn done. Alright, I think that's enough of the old asteroids. Now I know I need silver and gold for later on. Tritium is good for fuel. I'll just put that up there. Repair kit, okay, we'll do that. I need another microprocessor, so I need more money. I also need chromatic metal. Now, chromatic metal, I'm going to need copper for that to process, so let's have a look. Where are we? Let's find a planet that's got copper. Ooh. None of these planets have copper. Okay, there's a place with dissonance. I know I'm going to need a dissonance planet at some point. Something's mining in my vicinity. Okay, I've got a pulse engine upgrade. That's always good. Let's do that. Have those touching. Let's top that up with tritium. We've got lots of that. Now, what does quartzite do if I process it? Can I be lucky enough to actually... Let's just take that down to 1. What does that give me? That does give me chromatic metal. Nice! Now, I didn't realize that quartzite also gives you chromatic metal. Okay, let's add more. Okay, there's lots of quartzite in the system, so let's just process the whole lot. Get a whole bunch of chromatic metal. And in fact, it's a 2-to-4 ratio. Nice. Okay, chromatic metal, done. Right, I should probably... now, space station. Where did the space station go? Over there. Alright, let's try and get that last processor. So I've got a functioning hyperdrive. Alright, now I should probably collect Starspawn. That gives me the nautical plans, advanced equipment, supreme submarine drive upgrade. Let's get that anyway. Alright. Got the submarine plans. Alright, now I need to sell something. Let's have a look. What can I sell? Do I need the cobalt? I don't know.
Units received.
Let's just sell that. Let's sell 2 of those.
Units received.
Okay, I can buy one of these now.
Product received.
Nice. Okay, I can't install that because I don't actually have a submarine yet. Let's fix that, let's fix that. Okay, I have a functioning hyperdrive. Whoops. Over you go. Right. Great save, always a good idea. Okay, so that was phase 2 reward. Let's get back to phase 1. Warp to a new system. That's next. And that's when I get my Atlantic drive. Nice. Alright. Well, let's just do it. Oh, I need to charge the hyperdrive. Of course I do. Okay, let's make one of those. And let's make, and I just saw then that I don't have, I need more condensed carbon. I need 20 condensed carbon. Okay, let's get more carbon. Oh, I could have... Damn it. I had a warp hypercore right there. So why is he trying to get me to make a bloody warp core? Okay, warp cell. Okay, let's put that in the starship. Let's put that in the starship. Oh, what's that? Banned weapons, smuggle goods. Okay, I should probably sell that ASAP. Okay, let's tuck that away there. In fact, you know what? If I'm making a Corvette shortly, I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't put a lot of this stuff just in my exosuit. Because I get the feeling I can't have 2 ships. Alright, why? Now, do I need that for something else? Okay, let's just... There might be a reason why you asked me to make a warp cell. And that is because I need that big warp core for something else. So let's just do that. Let's just do that for now. Worst case scenario is I just wasted out a little warp cell. But that's neither here nor there. Alright. Okay, get the little blurb. I can now travel interstellar. Oh, now. Probably a good idea. Rather than just going in a random direction, let's head for Rendezvous 1 And then Between the Stars will take care of itself. We got a handy dandy little map. Okay, it's gonna take like maybe 2 or 3 jumps because we don't have a very powerful Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Let's go. Discovered by Predator Hunter. I know that guy. Between the Stars, done. Right, now that I don't need bloody copper, there it is. Of course it is. Alright, what else we got? Desert. Silver. Now we need silver and gold for this expedition. Ooh, paradise. Lily Hop Lounge, nice. Alright, we're back here. Alright, I don't know how many planets are in the system. Alright, this is another abandoned... Okay, is this expedition an abandoned space station expedition? You might be saying, duh. And I do try to go into these things cold. Sometimes I find out things by accident, but... Alright, let's go to Rendezvous 1. Nice. Oh, it needs the Atlanta drive. Oh. Now, I wasn't going to install the Atlanta drive because I thought I was going to need it. Okay, hopefully it lets me package it up later on. Let's have those touching. Okay, hopefully I can actually, dismantle. Store technology, actually, not dismantle, store technology. Hopefully it'll let me package it up later, because I think I'm going to need it. Alright, let's go to Rendezvous 1. Only 2 planets again. Alright, well that confirms it. This is another abandoned space station. Alright, let's just go straight in. Because again, being able to return to a space station is always handy. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, we've got star bulb, more quartzite, blah blah blah. Activated quartzite, alright. Oh, dissonance, okay. Now we do need to get radiant shards, but I don't know if I can collect those without the right equipment. Alright, let's have a quick look at the stuff and the things. Maybe I should be getting these upgrades, but I don't have a lot of money. Okay, what have I got here? It doesn't seem to be a lot in the way of freebies. Now, I can buy unstable plasma. Pyrite. I always need pyrite.
received.
Copper, do I actually need any more chromatic metal? I don't know. Salt, tritium, okay. What was it? Tritium.
Received.
Can I sell some random shit? Ooh, I've got unstable gel on me. Now, do I need that unstable gel?
Units received.
Probably going to regret that, but okay. Alright. I don't know if I need the unstable gel. Again, if you're screaming at me because you know that I'm going to need it later, I do apologize. I do go into these expeditions cold. I have no idea what I'm doing. As if that wasn't obvious. Alright, what's next? Rendezvous 1. Inventory slots. Debris rangefinder. That sounds like something I need. Right, let's go straight to Rendezvous 1 then. It's already highlighted. It's already pointing me to it. Ikimashō. Ooh, it's storming, and I know I need storm crystals. Maybe this is an opportunity. Okay, Rendezvous 1. Now, either it's taking me straight to it, or I still have to find where it is. Alright, there's a storm crystal right there. Come on. Find me a landing spot, please. Righto. Right, I don't care what the weather. Let's just get them. Okay, I got 3 out of 7 already. My goodness, that is going down at a rate of knots. Let me get back in my ship. Wow, that was intense. How quickly that was going down. Now, I cannot see any other radiant shards. Radiant shards. I do need radiant shards, but storm crystals is what I was looking for. Alright, let's just get out. Now it's actually sending me... It's actually sending me to a different target, but... I may as well get the condensed carbon while I'm here. My goodness. I don't think I've ever seen my protection going down as quickly. Okay, I can see more storm crystals, but I don't think I'm going to get them. Not in my current, with my current state of health. I'm going to have to wait until this storm ends, I think. Unless, okay, why don't I just... Let's waste some launch fuel and just travel from storm crystal to storm crystal. Oh, hello. Okay, that one's 276 away. That was 288 away. Wow. Okay, I've never... Jesus. Okay, I'm never going to get to that in time.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Well, thank goodness for that. Alright, so I'm not going to die, but I'm not going to get any more storm crystals. I've got 4 out of 7 though, so that was alright. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, 4 out of 7. Nice. Oh, what's that?
Toxicity detected.
Mining beam upgrade. Well, that is definitely worth having. Let's have that touching that.
Technology recharge.
Bonza. Now, radiant shards. I need radiant shards. No, actually, what?
Protection. Falling.
This is still killing me. Right, I'm still looking for Rendezvous 1. Okay, I think this is Rendezvous 1. See if I can get there before I die.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Alright, there are more monstrosities here. See if I can get that last 4. I mean, not right now, obviously. Alright, here we go. Let's get inside. Let's check out the Whippy plant location.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Ah. Let's do this, just because I can.
Units received.
Alright, got a whole bunch of freebies from that. That's nice. Now, let us collect timestamp 1. Inventory slot. A debris rangefinder. That's what we got.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Alrighty. Now, maybe we want to do these. And then these. Let's fill in that random hole there. Nice. Debris rangefinder. Okay, we need a solar mirror, a quantum computer, and a metal plating. Now, I happen to have those very blueprints on me, but do I have the materials?
Units received.
And if I don't, can I buy them?
Toxic protection. Falling. Units received.
Okay, this seems to be Planet of the Budgies. Okay, toxic protection falling. Now, something tells me I really should try and get these last 4. Whoops. They feed. Done. Wow. Alright, let's get back inside, if not for the monstrosities, but because my toxic protection is falling.
Toxic damage detected.
Yep, there you go. Alright, well let's collect that. They feed. Supreme life support upgrade and more inventory slots. Nice. Alright, well I can't do any more technology slots, so let's do that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Nice. Okay, constructed debris rangefinder. Okay, let's move that to there. Oh, it wants me to so I need a solar mirror, Okay, I can make one of those. I need another microprocessor. God damn it. Another antimatter. Okay, how am I?
Warning. Incoming storm.
Ah, of course there is. Making microprocessors. Okay, I can just do that with a carbon nanotube. So let's do that. Let's make a microprocessor. It means I can make a solar mirror. I also need to make a quantum computer. What am I missing? I'm missing an antimatter, which I can also make. Let's make a quantum computer. Let's move that there. So rangefinder, I need a metal plating. Metal plating. Nice! I made a rangefinder. Alright, storm's approaching and my ship is pretty far away. Okay, let's collect the reward for debris field. Corvette basic module pack. Nice. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to stay here till the storm's over. I'm not gonna survive the trip back to my ship otherwise. Okay, this is dodgy, this is dodgy.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Oh my goodness. That was dodgy as. I was down to 2% on my life support then.
Technology recharging.
Oof. Alright, that's recharging, that's nice. Actually, what was that? Ah, nice. Titan-class landing bay. I don't know why I overshot that, but let's just get in there anyway. Ooh. Alright, now it's pointing me over there, so I think that confirms it. That's a regular Starship outfitting station. This is a Corvette building station. Oh, you appreciate those teleporters when you have to run there on foot. Alright, I got a bunch of Corvette parts. Okay, create a new Corvette. Alright, now I need at least 2 landing gear. So let's do one there and one there. I need a hub. I need a cockpit. I need a reactor. Let's put that up. So you can't put them underneath. Or so I thought. Now, I can't flip it around, but you know what? Maybe it's alright underneath there. Actually, do you know what? I need to move that landing gear anyway, so let's just check it on there for now. I need a thruster. Do I need 2 thrusters? Let us L2 to flip. Okay, let's put that one there. Okay, I need that. That can go there, which means I really do need to move. R2 to move. Let's move it there. Whoops. Continue modifying. Oh no, I need a weapon. That's right. I knew there was one more thing. You do need a weapon, at least one. Okay, that might be it. Let's try finalize current design. Nice. Okay, cool beans. Now let's actually it says compare. Now I packed up everything I could pack up. Oh, let's transfer that, and that. Okay, everything else. Now, do I want to add to collection or do I want to swap? I think I want to swap because, yeah, I'm not going to use that chip again. Bonza. Door to the Stars. Designed a Corvette-class starship. Alright, let's claim that now. Refiner unit, powerful frost protection upgrade. Alright, let's check out where we are. Okay, door to the stars done. Okay, so the final piece of phase 1 is shipbreaking. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. Alright, let's jump out just to create a save. Alright, let's do it. Debris rangefinder. Scan for debris. Actually, why is that one flashing? No, that's making me nervous that the wrong thing is flashing. Let's have a look. A debris rangefinder will allow your starship to locate wrecks in space. Okay, so it's this one that needs to be activated. So that's a bit misleading. Alright, let's do this. Sweeping for wreck sites. Ooh. I think I was a bit close to the space station to pulse. Here we go. Okay, lost Corvette located while piloting a Corvette. Leave the pilot seat from the quick menu. Operate the access way. Leave the ship and step into space. Okay, so it looks like I have to do this manually. Now, it doesn't give me the option to beam over, so let's just do that. Of course. Search the wreck for a log fragment and salvageable items. Whoa. Okay, that's something I could shoot. Okay, what's that drifting off? Is that something I should get? Okay, I can't shoot it and I can't grab it. Okay. Let's try over this side. Okay, that looks like something else I could shoot. Now, sometimes it's a target, sometimes it's not. That's bizarre. whatever it is, it didn't let me grab anything. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh, log. Alright. Do I shoot it or do I grab it? I grab it. Log of the fireship Arcadia. Alright, I have grabbed a log. Shipbreaking, done. Nice. Okay, where's my shipboat? Over there. Whoa there, Nelly. Alright. Let's shut the door. Alright, let's have a look. Shipbreaking. I don't know what's going on here. Shipbreaking. Collect reward. Advanced mining laser. Finally. Okay, I need carbon nanotubes and a hermetic seal. I could probably do that now. Hermetic seal. Carbon nanotube. We can probably install that as well. Aquajets. Noise. Let's do that. Let's move that there. Let's move that there. Let's put that back there. I need to sell that because I already have one. Cannot build missing components. Okay. Let's not worry about that then. What we do have is the ability to craft the advanced mining laser. Oh, I need 2 wiring looms. Wait a minute, do I even have a wiring loom? What? Can I craft wiring looms? I don't think you can craft them. I think you have to buy them. Alright, let's not worry about the advanced mining laser just now. What we can do, though, is collect a reward for completing Phase 1. Siren of the Stars posters, Eternal Serpents, Event Horizon, poster plans. Nice. Alright, well, let's just jump into the pilot seat. And then without so much as a bias of Savoy, start reversing. Okay, let's hop out again. Okay, that does create a save. I was thinking, does that actually create a save? Alright, well I guess there's nothing more to say except thank you very much for joining me, folks. This was Vanguardist 2019, completing Phase 1 of the Breach Expedition. If you like what you saw, please like, please subscribe, and I will say ciao for now. See you later. Look at the camera, doofus. Told you before.